Alrighty, fellas and fellettes, welcome back to the Hot Damn Racing Team 20 minutes later. And if you're new here, welcome. Alright, so turbo oil return complicated, it's complicated. Alright, so it's not really complicated, but complicated, it's just. Alright, so this is how it goes. You got oil, this is upside down. Alright, oil gets shot into the feed side. All right, thank you for coming back, Chris. I appreciate it. All right, this is upside down, but just imagine if it was right side up. All right, there's a, I was in here, you got a line coming from your motor. All right, that's feeding oil, pressurized. It's going through here, and it's upside down. All right, but it falls out to gravity, and it needs somewhere to go. So usually, in a front mount setup, it's just going to go right here, oil pan, easy breezy, right? The oil turbo is oil pan. Now, when you got the rear mount set up, all right, so this is the idea of what I'm going with, and it's not a new idea. Gajillion times, all right? So, but you can piece it together yourself if you wanted to. All right, so this looks kind of funny here. Let me kind of set myself up. All right, the battery I'm not using because it's dead. It was one of my old batteries and it completely died. So I'm using a Milwaukee battery for the demonstration. All right, so that's a high power pump. All right, and this pump right here, something like 3-something gallons per minute. It can run dry. All right, and it's self-priming. All right, so this is what we got going on. Turbo's right here. Let's see what you see here. Turbo's right here. Oil's going through and it's draining down. Now it's not draining down this pee hole deal. All right. This is for DEF fluid diesel. But so oil goes down through the turbo down into the pipe. Now my turbo's going to be higher than where my scavenge pump is going to be mounted, which is good. So I could just have the oil drain down into here. All right, and I want this to outperform what the feed oil's doing, right? So the feed's coming in, and I want this to outperform the feed. All right, so that was really important, and I want it to be able to go a long way. All right, so this is not the check valve, just to get going here. This is, I'm already been getting at it. This is not the check valve I'm gonna use. All right, and it's not going to go in this location, but putting it on the end right here is a pretty tough check valve too. All right, so what happens is the oil can go out, but it can't come back because I don't want the oil to fill up. I'm going to have a long hose. I don't want the oil to fill up and then run back and then fill up into the turbo. So there's going to be a check valve right here. There's also going to be inline filters. All right, and I got some other things coming. They're not here yet. This is an inline filter, a magnetic filter, just in case. High flow. All right, and there's a baffle inside there. Magnets, it takes things as needed. All right, you get that. All right, the feed check valve. We're not doing the feed right now, but I do have the feed check valve. So 1 PSI check valve, and this one's rather expensive. It's an actual scavenge pump oil check valve for racing and whatnot. Racing. Anyway, I will be giving you guys a complete part list. A complete part list. All right, here when we're all finished up. All right, so let's do the demo real quick. Now it's going to be loud. Number one, it's kind of making an echo going through the tube right here. It's open. All right, so the idea is to get it to go through this hose no matter how much, sort of, and to bust through that check valve. If we can do that, all right, I can send the oil anywhere I want. And that's what I want to be able to do. I want to be able to send the oil anywhere I want without issue. So I got some oil I accidentally bought, 0W20, don't need it. So we'll use that for the demonstration. All right, so that's not the check valve I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using a 2 PSI check valve, and it's going to be more of right here. All right, so that's going to stop the oil from going backwards, filling up, and going this way. So I only want oil going that way. But for right now, demonstration purposes and testing, so I know it's strong enough, I put the check valve farther away. If it could bust through that, and that check valve I think is a little bit, that it's not a trap door, that one. The other one I have is a trap door. But this one I think is more than 2 psi, so I'm actually really impressed, you know, that it's opening that door as good as it does. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Like I saying, the motor's going to be loud. It won't be loud like that when everything's closed up and there's oil in it, and you definitely ain't going to hear it when the truck's running. All right, so don't be alarmed. And there is much quieter motors out there, scavenge pumps, a whole lot quieter. The more money you spend, the better they get, guaranteed. All right. So it could run dry. All right, it's already pumping what I had in there, which was nothing. So it's good, it can run dry. That's what I want. Now, if I put a little bit in, oh yeah, even a little bit. That's what I wanted to do. Take it. Is it going to go out? Not enough. There it goes, right there. Excellent. It's not foaming it up. Look at that. Shoot it, baby. Yeah. That's all I needed. All right, when the check valve is right here, all right, any oil that's in the line isn't going to come back up this way. So it's just out and gone. That's crazy. I like it. It's perfect. Oh, yeah. Yep, that's oil. Aerated it pretty good. It shouldn't do that though once it's all set up and put together. All right, and it's got a when it's got a good steady flow of oil. See me, I'm just sitting there dabbing it because I want to be able to. What would it do with just a little bit? All right. I know pumps pump when they're full of stuff. Right. That's what I used to do for a living. Now that I'm laid off, but anyway, you know. Working in HVAC, you know, you got swamp coolers, right? They got the water pumps and whatnot. They don't work nothing like that. All right, that is perfection. It's exactly what I'm looking for. This is not the complete system. All right, so what I'm gonna do, this is just the mini demo. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set the complete system up and try to kind of measure it out on the floor how it's gonna set up, and we'll run the oil through it. All right, if oil disappears really quick and it doesn't come back up, boom, it goes onto the truck. I'm not just going to slap it on the truck. No way, Jose. All right, so it just wouldn't be a good idea. All right, I want to make sure it works first. All right, when that works, boom, we'll slap that on and then we'll go ahead and start doing the feed. The feed is going to be a whole lot easier. All right, and this right here, I have a little dilly-dally coming. All right, it's a little machine piece to where hopefully we can make the oil return bolt-on. All right, going to back to the motor. All right, so that's going to be a pretty cool deal. I want this thing to be as bolt-on as it can get, or as easy as it can get. All right, hot damn hell yeah. Pretty happy with that. Cannot be mad at that. Cannot be mad at that. And I thought I was going to have big old mess all over the place, and I don't. It's pretty good. All right, so tomorrow we're doing the wastegate. All right, I'm going to weld that on. See if I can find a little hose. If I can, we'll try to test it out with the leaf blower. All right, and see if we can get it to open up. Maybe we can, maybe we can't. We'll see. Experimenting's fun. All right, hot damn hell yeah. That's I appreciate you guys joining my little mini demo. All right, and yeah, see you tomorrow. Hot damn hell yeah, y'all the baddest. I appreciate y'all.